All right, so this is the Segovia Cutaway Acoustic Guitar, Korean brand from pretty far back in the day. I'm guessing late 70s, early 80s. I looked up the model number on the internet. There's no information about the model number, so certainly pre-internet. And so this is the general situation right now. I've got the strings slackened and taped off to the side here. The truss rod is all the way slack, all the way counterclockwise until it's slack. Not sure if I'm going to have to. Okay, I'm just starting to scope this out. I'm watching different videos on YouTube. I've seen at least half a dozen different ways to go about this. I'm still wondering if I'm going to have to, in at least one, maybe two of those videos before heat treatment, the fretboard had been removed, the truss rod taken out. I'm hoping I don't have to take it that far, but if I do have to take it that far, then I guess I'll learn how to take a fretboard off and put it back together, put it back on. Anyway, this is the general situation. This is what it looks like. And right, so now I'm just gonna move the camera forward a little bit and see if I can give you a good view right down the neck. You can see that there is a twist. Okay, it is, I guess warping is lengthwise and twisting is lateral. It's got a lateral twist towards the bass side, and it has a warp more pronounced on the bass side than on the treble side. Okay, so you can see the twist on the bass side, but also the warp is more pronounced on the side toward which it's twisted. And now I'm going to take the camera off the tripod and show you what I've done so far in terms of trying to map out the twisting and warping with a straight edge. So I have here a vape shop business card, and I don't know what thickness that is. I suppose business card thicknesses will vary quite a bit. I also have here just a little slip of standard printing copy paper. It's 70 grams per meter, A4. And I looked that up, and the thickness of this slip of paper, from what I can gather, is anywhere between 0.07 and 0.09 millimeters. So I don't have, like a thickness gauge, one of those things you can fan out, and it has all different thicknesses, metal strips. I don't have one of those, so I'm just starting with these two. This one I more or less know the thickness of. This one I don't, but I'm just starting out on this project, so I may have to go get myself a thickness gauge. We'll just have to see. Anyway, taking the camera out of off the tripod, and let me get it turned around here. All right, so there's Monkey, and he ordinarily would be sleeping right now, but whenever I'm active, he hears my voice and he tends to come out of his shell when he hears me doing stuff. So anyways, maybe to take his cage out of the background so I can get it to focus on the guitar neck here. Is that focused? Yeah. All right, so let me see. I didn't think about having something to prop the phone against, so I guess I'll just use this coffee cup here. So you can see the nut over here on the left side of the screen, and let me see. Over here, see where my finger comes in to the left. All right, that is the 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 6th fret right there. 6th fret. So we're not getting a very wide view here, but let's see. I'm going to move the guitar a little bit further this way. And all right, so right here is, that is the 8th fret. Is that right? Ninth fret. That's the 9th fret. That's the 8th fret. And we more or less got a good side view? Yeah, more or less. So here's what I got. Here's my straight edge. This is the best thing I could find lying around. And so this is a 30 centimeter straight edge. And I can't really see the screen right now. I don't know if you're able to perceive the gap on screen, but if I take this slip of paper, which is 0.07 to 0.09 millimeters, okay, this is the base side of the fretboard, the side with the more pronounced bow or warp, which is this way. Okay, it's concave, and I can take this slip of paper and I can run it up all the way up to the 11th fret before the paper snags on the fret, and I can run it all the way back down to the 1st fret before the paper catches. So between the 1st fret and the 11th fret, that paper, and it can kind of slip past that 11th fret a little bit. But between the 1st fret and the 11th fret, it just slides back and forth, completely unimpeded. The business card, here's what it does. So let me see. I'm going to hold this a little bit more firmly against the frets as I do this. All right, so there's the 2nd fret, catches a little bit on the 2nd fret, 3rd and 4th frets. Okay, you can hear it scraping a little bit, but it's moving more or less freely. And then, yeah, it just clears the 5th fret, and then it catches at the 6th fret. So 1st fret to 6th fret. it has enough clearance to move. I move it to the treble side, and well, let's say there's a 4th fret. So it's less pronounced on the treble side. It's about that much. 2nd fret to 4th fret. No, wait a minute. I'm getting my fret numbers wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so maybe I got it wrong earlier. Okay, so there's 1st fret. There's 6th fret right there. And that's about where it catches. 1st fret to 6th fret. On the bass side, 1st fret all the way up to about what is that? Let's see, 5, 7, 9, 9th fret, 1st fret, up basically to the 9th fret, treble side, 1st fret to 6th or 7th. What else do we got going on? Well, let me just move the camera this way a little bit. It also has what I think one luthier called a ski jump. So I'm just going to take the straight edge, and you see how it wobbles this way and that seems to, the fulcrum of that seesaw seems to be right around the 14th fret where the neck meets the body. See that? You can hear that. And I would say, yeah, the fulcrum of that is on the 14th fret. The fret where the neck meets the body. That's the bass side. The treble side, it doesn't rock back and forth on the treble side. We've got that on the bass side. In the middle, there's a little bit less. On the treble side, the back and forth disappears. So yeah, that's what this is the first straight edge assessment, and I'm putting this up there. Eric and Brian, if you guys have any advice for me, anyone else who happens upon this video, this is my first time attempting this kind of project, so I'm not going to actually do anything until I've got a much better understanding of what I'm up against here. In the meantime, I'm just preparing a workbench, and I'm deciding, one method that I saw involved, well, clamping the guitar body against the bench, and then having a block under the neck, and then basically putting anchors on the bench under the headstock. The guy I saw doing it, he basically just had drove a couple of nails into a block of wood and bent them over to the side. Although you could probably use like eye screws or something, but he was using guitar strings from the A string tuner and the B string tuner, So he used guitar strings to anchor them to those bent nails, and then he was using the tuners to winch the neck downward to bend it, instead of using C-clamps or another kind of clamp. And I thought that was an interesting approach. I'm just not sure whether it might be ill-advised for reasons that I don't yet understand. But I thought it was an interesting approach, and I don't have clamps, and if that is a viable approach and I can save some money and not have to go out and buy the clamps, then I'm all for it. But we'll just have to. I just need to do a little bit more due diligence and hopefully get the opinions of guys with some experience in these matters. So thank you for watching. Thank you for weighing in, if you choose to do so. And that's it for now. And it looks like Monkey has gone back into his shell. All right. From lovely scenic Paji City, South Korea, over and out.